It's the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, facts and trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video, George Lindsay. Yep, Goober pal. He says, I just went completely nuts watching an episode of the Andy Griffith Show. Every once in a while, something happens that just demands a physical reaction. Even the most level-headed among us have to vent frustration somewhere. I've got to give care to expressing our emotions regularly in a healthy way, lest they erupt in some inappropriate way. But occasionally, there comes a situation in which we're totally justified in having an absolute meltdown. George Lindsay, by all accounts, a kind and gentle man, admitted to one big temper tantrum while watching the Andy Griffith Show. However, understanding the context gives us a little insight into how he may very well have been entitled to a proper outburst. While these kinds of frenzies reaction are typically unbenefiting of a young actor, Lindsay was valid in his feelings in this case. In his memoir, Goober in a Nutshell, George Lindsay wrote about visiting the Andy Griffith Show set before being cast. He hoped to be noticed by either the show's star or its producer. His determination paid off as he caught the eye and ear of Andy Griffith, who let Lindsay read some lines for a new character on his beloved sitcom. By that point, the Andy Griffith Show was a proven success. It was ratings smash and a critical darling as well. So Lindsay was thrilled at the prospect of being brought on board. However, he soon discovered that a nightclub act stood in his way, and as Andy Griffith and the show's producer saw Jim Nabors performing one night, while Lindsay may have been good for this part, Nabors was perfect. And so the creatives cast Gomer Pyle accordingly. They brought Jim in, honest Gomer, in an episode called Man in a Hurry, Lindsay wrote. It's a small part, but his performance in the entire episode really worked. When I was sitting in my living room after watching that first episode featuring Gomer, I jumped up from my chair in an absolute outrage, and I kicked the tube out of the television set while screaming, "That's my part, that's my part, that's my part." I just went completely nuts. I was so upset about not getting that role. This was a perfect part for me. Luckily, Lindsay only expressed those feelings in private. He didn't burn any bridges. So when it came time to cast Gomer's cousin, Lindsay was at the top of the list of potential actors. And here we have Goober Pyle. I totally understand. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed, especially when you're promised something that huge and it's just kind of taken right out from under you. As he said, it was Jim Nabors fit the part to a T, and everything worked out the way it should. But I totally understand. Old Goob got mad. Please check out classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. Appreciate you. I'm getting ahead of myself. Classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. Irene Ryan, who played Granny Clampett, Granny Moses, on Beverly Hillbillies, she was worried she would have tomatoes thrown at her during live performances. It's true. Classic TV facts and trivia, 6 things that you may not know about Sanford and Son, one of the best TV shows ever put on. Classic rock and country music facts and trivia, another Waylon for you. Waylon Jennings had Jesse Coulter bring $40,000 worth of cash in her bra to buy his iconic gold Cadillac. I started reaching in and pulling out money, he said. Faith and Entertainment, this is a really good one, guys. What a story. What a really good story. And you guys really need to check this out and share it. Running for Christ, the inspiring story of Olympian turned missionary Eric Liddell. This guy was a gold medalist, but he's also a missionary and got put in an internment camp. And the people that was in there with him spoke about how he kept them uplifted and preached to them and all. I mean, you really need to watch this. I mean, it's really good. The links are in the description below this video. So just open the description, click on the link, take you right to that video. Please, I'm serious, you need to watch that. Please subscribe here if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. And as always, your Uncle Bob's praying for you.